On the outskirts of the small town of Ravenswood stood an imposing structure that cast a shadow over the surrounding landscape. It was an asylum, long forgotten and left to decay, its walls stained with the memories of suffering and madness. Legends whispered of the horrors that once transpired within its dark corridors, making it a magnet for thrill-seeking teenagers eager to test their courage. One fateful night, a group of 5 friends gathered near the asylum's rusted gates. There was Sarah, the adventurous soul with fiery red hair, Mark, the skeptic who claimed not to believe in ghosts, Emily, the timid girl who sought solace in the presence of others, Ryan, the mischievous joker who masked his fears with laughter, and Rachel, the level-headed one who often served as the voice of reason. Excitement and trepidation danced in their eyes as they ventured through the creaking entrance, each step echoing in the eerie silence. The air inside was heavy with dust and decay, a suffocating reminder of the asylum's forgotten past. The group pressed on, their footsteps muffled by the threadbare carpeting. As they wandered deeper into the asylum, their nerves heightened. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, playing tricks on their minds. Sarah swore she caught glimpses of ghostly figures lurking just beyond reach, while Emily felt an invisible hand brush against her arm, sending shivers down her spine. Mark, ever the skeptic, dismissed their fears as mere illusions born from the oppressive atmosphere. "There's nothing supernatural here," he scoffed. "Just old memories and overactive imaginations." But his words fell on deaf ears as an unsettling whisper permeated the stale air. The group froze, their breaths caught in their throats. "Get out," the voice hissed, slithering through the corridors like a venomous serpent. The walls seemed to close in around them, squeezing their courage and resolve. Ryan, desperate to break the tension, forced a laugh. "Who's playing tricks on us? Come on, guys, this is getting old." Before anyone could respond, a door slammed shut behind them, trapping them in a room lined with rusted beds and broken windows. Panic seized their hearts as the darkness consumed them. They could hear each other's rapid breaths, mingling with the sound of their own racing pulses. And then, the asylum came alive. From the depths of the darkness, a maelstrom of unexplainable phenomena assaulted the group. Shadows writhed and contorted, twisting into grotesque shapes. Objects levitated and shattered against the walls. Whispers filled their ears, a symphony of madness that threatened to unravel their sanity. Fear dug its claws deeper into their souls, paralyzing them with terror. They clung to each other, their grip the only thread connecting them to reality. With every passing moment, their minds teetered on the precipice of madness. Rachel, her voice trembling, managed to break the silence. "We have to find a way out. We can't let this place consume us." Gathering what little strength remained within them, the group pressed forward, navigating the labyrinthine halls with trepidation. Their footsteps were accompanied by the wails of tortured souls, a haunting chorus that urged them to abandon hope. But then, amidst the chaos, a flickering light beckoned from a distant room. It pulsed like a guiding star, promising salvation in the face of despair. Renewed with a glimmer of hope, they raced towards it, their hearts pounding in synchrony. As they reached the room, the source of the light revealed itself, an old lantern perched atop a dusty table. It cast an ethereal glow upon a worn-out journal, its pages filled with the desperate scribblings of a former patient. With trembling hands, Sarah opened the journal, her eyes scanning the faded ink. The words painted a chilling portrait of the asylum's dark history, a place where the innocent were imprisoned and tormented, their minds shattered by cruel experiments and unspeakable horrors. The author, a lost soul named Samuel, warned of a malevolent presence that lingered within the asylum's walls, feeding on the fear and despair of those unfortunate enough to cross its path. As Sarah read aloud Samuel's final entry, the air grew heavy with sorrow. "It watches us from the shadows," she whispered. "It waits for its chance to claim us." A shiver ran down their spines, for they knew they were not alone. The sinister presence that had tormented them was real, an entity hungry for their souls. With newfound determination, they resolved to escape the asylum's clutches. But as they turned to leave, a malicious laughter echoed through the corridor, freezing them in their tracks. Their eyes widened in terror as the figure materialized from the darkness, a gaunt, spectral figure with hollow eyes and a malevolent grin. "It's too late," the entity sneered. "You cannot escape. This asylum is your eternal prison." Their hearts sank, their hopes dashed against the cold reality. The entity advanced, its mere presence draining their strength. One by one, the friends succumbed to its power, their minds consumed by madness. In the end, only Rachel remained, a lone survivor amidst the wreckage of broken dreams and lost innocence. Tears streamed down her face as she stared into the abyss of despair. The asylum had claimed her friends, leaving her stranded in a nightmare from which she could not awaken. With a heavy heart, Rachel whispered her farewell to her fallen companions, their spirits forever trapped within the asylum's cursed walls. She knew her own fate was sealed, a haunting specter doomed to wander the decaying halls, forever tormented by the malevolent entity that had claimed her friends. The asylum stood as a testament to the darkness that resided within humanity, a grim reminder of the horrors that can befall those who venture too far into the unknown. Its legacy was one of tragedy and loss, a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones by those who dared to speak of it. Moral of the story: some places hold a darkness that cannot be contained or forgotten. It is in our nature to seek thrills and test our courage, but we must also heed the warnings of the past. The allure of the forbidden can lead us down a treacherous path, where the price of curiosity may be our very souls. In the face of evil, it is often wiser to retreat than to succumb to its grip.